The attack on the human colony of New Brisbane lasted exactly 17 minutes. The Crex Dominion's fleet turned the agricultural world into glass, leaving 30,000 colonists dead. It was meant to be a message: humans were too weak to protect their frontier worlds. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session 48 hours later. The humans have not responded, Chancellor Vexari noted, her crystalline form pulsing with confusion. No fleet movements, no diplomatic protests, nothing. Perhaps they recognize the futility of challenging the Crex. Admiral Thaktor of the Crex delegation laughed, a sound like grinding metal. We told you humans were prey species masquerading as predators. They don't even have the spine to. Every light in the council chamber died simultaneously. When emergency power restored moments later, a single human stood in the center of the floor. Admiral Catherine Ross, Earth's military representative, held a small device that projected a holographic countdown timer. 15 hours, 7 minutes, 32 seconds, she said calmly. That's how long you have to evacuate the Crex homeworld. Thaktor rose, towering over the human. You dare threaten us? Your entire fleet couldn't scratch our planetary shields. Ross didn't flinch. You're right. That's why we're not using our fleet. She tapped the device. A stellar map appeared, showing the Crex system. Their sun pulsed normally at the center. 18 months ago, Ross continued, we launched Project Arabus. 63 automated probes, each smaller than your fist, dispatched to strategic systems. They've been dormant, undetectable, waiting. The ones in your system have spent the last year burrowing into your sun. The council erupted in disbelief, but Ross raised her hand. Your scientists can verify this. Check solar position 227, Alpha 9. You'll find a microscopic variance in your sun's magnetic field. That's probe cluster 7 through 12, currently converting your star's core hydrogen into a cascading fusion reaction that will cause a premature nova event. Thaktor's scales went pale. Impossible. The energy required is minimal when you understand stellar mechanics properly, Ross interrupted. Humans spent 60,000 years staring at the stars before we could reach them. We know them intimately. Every weakness, every pressure point. She turned to address the entire council. You call us newcomers. You mock our 40-year presence in galactic society. But we studied you for decades before making contact. Every species here has attacked another's colonies. It's considered acceptable, regrettable, but acceptable. Cost of doing business in space. The timer continued counting down. But here's what you missed. Ross's voice hardened. Humans don't do proportional response. We do decisive response. You kill thousands of ours, we remove your entire civilization from existence. Not your colonies, not your fleet, your species. This is barbarism, Counselor Rex exclaimed. No, Ross corrected. This is clarity. Every probe is already deployed. The Yothari Empire, the Hegemony, the Altarian Syndicate, every major power has between 3 and 12 probes in their home systems. All waiting. All it takes is one signal from Earth. She pulled up another display. But here's the truly ruthless part. We can stop it. The probes will respond to an abort code, but only we have it. Touch humanity again and we activate them all. Every aggressive species dies, and the galaxy belongs to those who choose peace. You're bluffing? Thaktor snarled, but uncertainty colored his voice. Ross smiled coldly. Your homeworld's evacuation window is now 14 hours, 59 minutes. Test us and find out. The Crex delegation's emergency departure was immediate. Long-range sensors confirmed massive evacuation efforts from their homeworld. 12 hours later, instruments detected anomalous readings from the Crex sun. The evacuation accelerated to panic. With 3 minutes remaining, Chancellor Vexari received a transmission from the Crex Supreme Commander. Complete, unconditional surrender and agreement to all human terms. Ross input a code into her device. The Crex sun stabilized. The probes will remain, she announced to the stunned council. Forever. A knife at the throat of every species that confuses humanity's preference for peace with an inability to wage war. She walked toward the exit, then paused. 30,000 colonists. Remember that number. It's the price of learning that human restraint is a choice, not a weakness.